am genuinely so upset about them moving the NCLEX to online. This is supposed to start as early as next year. Posted a video about it yesterday with their whole ad campaign. So we're going to talk about it because I woke up and I chose violence today. And you all know, if you follow me, that when I am this passionate about a subject, I do not let up. So here I am 6 years later, still screaming from the mountaintops about criminal prosecution of nurses and violence against healthcare workers and everything that I'm passionate about. Well, guess what just got moved to the very top of the list? Because what we are witnessing in real time is the dumbing down of the nursing profession, and I am sick and tired of tiptoeing around everybody's delicate feelings. It's not going to happen anymore. I don't care if you think it's too labor intensive, if you think it's too cumbersome, if you think that nursing school needs a complete overhaul. They do. Honestly. But that's not what we're talking about here, okay? We're talking about the dumbing down of the nursing profession, and what this equates to is patient lives. Patients will absolutely die as a direct result of this. They will. So to the NCSBN, that's your legacy. You will indirectly be responsible for patients dying and suffering because of your complete and utter lack of decision-making capabilities, or just, the sellout component, right? So for those that don't know, the NCSBN is the National Council of State Boards of Nursing, and I just got this off their website. It's a nonprofit organization whose purpose is to provide an organization through which boards of nursing act and counsel together on matters of common interest, concern affecting the public health, safety, and welfare, including the development of licensing exams in nursing. They're basically over the NCLEX, right? I've told you before, the state boards of nursing, they have no oversight. They don't really answer to anyone, including them. But the NCSBN is, the self-proclaimed holder, controller of the NCLEX, basically. You can go to ncsbn.org and see their board of directors, see all of this. And on there, they have linked to nclex.com with the video promoting the new online NCLEX Take From Home that I shared yesterday. I was curious if they had anything about Operation Nightingale on their website. And for those that don't know, I have a whole playlist on Operation Nightingale on my TikTok. Basically, a massive amount of fake nurses that bought fake transcripts and degrees and are out there taking care of you and your loved ones right now, because the vast majority of state boards of nursing are not really proactively addressing it, because they're so worried that they might get one wrong and accuse one nurse erroneously, but they're just going to ignore their whole purpose for existing, which is to protect the public from dangerous nurses. Yeah, anyway, side note. So here's their statement on Operation Nightingale. It's basically a big circle jerk. Let me save you the time. Yeah, they talk about who they are, the NCSBN, and then they go around just, in a circle jerk, complimenting the Department of Health and Human Services, the Office of the Inspector General, FBI, Justice Department. Like, y'all did such a good job. We're so proud of you. You did such a good job. Meanwhile, the fake nurses continue to exist out there. You can't go a day without hearing about a new case. But the NCSBN thinks, yeah, the next thing we should do is make it even easier to cheat on the NCLEX. I am convinced, like I said yesterday, that this is part of a bigger long-term plan to discredit nurses, right? Make us incompetent to the public. Hell, they already hate us. They've been very successful in their smear campaign against nurses for the last few years, right? Nurses in every single healthcare organization, regardless of what type, nurses are always the largest cost center. We cost them so much money because they can't bill for our services, which is a whole separate conversation, right? We need to revamp that and make nursing a billable service. But nonetheless, we can't, right? So they hate us, right? Healthcare organizations, leadership, management, they hate having to pay for nurses. They hate that we outnumber them, but they are so successful at manipulating us, right? That they're keeping us kind of still under their control, under their thumb, right? You cannot convince me this is not part of a bigger plan to continue the just dumbing down of the nursing profession, to make us look terrible in the public eye, because then they don't have to pay us appropriately, right? We're not worth it. If we're so incompetent because they cheated through nursing school and they bought fake degrees, why would nurses have the right to advocate for appropriate wages, treatment, right? If we're so incompetent, right? There is absolutely a bigger plan at play here. And I don't pretend to know or understand all of it. I just can see it clearly, okay? This is the dumbing down of the nursing profession. And it's going to have trickle-down effects for decades, for generations, right? We're talking about it now. But when are we going to start seeing the nurses that are taking the NCLEX cheating? And yeah, not everyone's going to cheat. Okay, fine. But you know there's going to be a huge uptick in it. And you can claim that you're going to use AI and do all these things to prevent it. Bullshit. Bullshit. There is no reason it should be easy to take the NCLEX. It's not supposed to be easy. It shouldn't be for any healthcare professional. My son just took the bar exam recently. Do you know how many hoops they had to jump through, registering computers and driving and getting hotel rooms and doing all these things? 2 days. They even had to make them do it on a Scantron in this day and age, like, to be an attorney, okay? There is no reason we need to make the NCLEX more accessible. There is no reason we need to make the NCLEX easier. And yeah, you don't have to like it, but facts and statistics don't lie. And what they're telling us is that since they came out with the next gen, the NCLEX is easier because the passing rates are soaring suddenly, despite having video game nursing student, graduates. And you can get mad and claim that I'm coming after all of the newbies. I'm not. And this doesn't apply to everybody, okay? But what we are witnessing is the dumbing down of the nursing profession, and patients will pay for it with their lives. That's it. That's the bottom line. So be butthurt. Be, all up in your feels. Your delicate feelings don't matter anymore. They don't matter anymore because patients can't afford to have any more nurses cheating their way through nursing school. We can't even get a hold on the cheating in nursing school. And now you're going to give them the just open opportunity to cheat the NCLEX, which is the last possible chance to catch someone who is not competent. Make it make sense, NCSBN. So what does everybody want to do? What do you want to go to ncsbn.org? What do you want to do? How angry are you out there, nurses? 5.6 million of you. What are you going to do? If you agree with me and you think that this is a huge problem that's going to have absolutely catastrophic outcomes, what do you want to do about it?